by saying, when am I going to be released to be a blessing to my world? And I'm here this evening to challenge you and to encourage you to unleash it and let it go. It wants to spread its wing and fly. Let it do. I have here in my note, if you want something out of life, you've got to be hungry for it. It goes beyond just one thing. You have to really go for it. You have to be hungry. It has to be like that is going to be the meal that you're going to take for the whole of your life. And you have to really, really go for it. Your potential, I say, is your hidden worth and capability. Miles Monroe still speaks even in death. And he said, potential is untapped power, dormant strength, unused ability, hidden power, all you could be but have not become yet. How far you can go in life but haven't gone yet. Who you really are, but we haven't seen you yet. All you can do but haven't done. What is it that you could be that you've not been? Is there a song that is singing in the inside of you that you need to unleash and let the whole world hear it? It's time to let it out. Every human being, regardless of race, sex, or any other characteristics, have the capacity to realize their potential. That is to feel confident, joyful, and fulfilled. No human being came to this planet empty. This is to tell you that you've got something. Let no one tell you that you're nothing. Let no one look at you and judge you by who you are today, because there's more to who you are today. I tell it to everyone I come across. I say, you are more than this. You are more than the person I'm seeing seated here. Because there's something in you that you yourself have not yet discovered. And if only you can just allow yourself, be open to yourself, then you can bring out that uniqueness and begin to be a blessing to people around you. And so therefore, I don't judge people by what I see them do today, because I know there's potential for change in them. How do you discover your potential? I just want to help someone here. There are some profound questions that you need to answer in order to discover your potential. Number one is, who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? It's a question of identity. Who are you? I encourage people to be before doing. Understand your being. Who are you? And the next question here is, what is my true ability? What can I do? Enough of comparing yourself to another. The great book says, those who compare themselves to another are not wise. Wisdom tells me, don't compare yourself to your neighbor, because there's something you can do that your neighbor cannot do. And that is your uniqueness. That is where your power is. Let it come alive. Discover your purpose, which is the next thing. Until you find your purpose, you cannot maximize your potential. In fact, your potential is hidden in your purpose. The day you discover why you're here, you begin to understand what you can do to express the reason for your existence. Knowledge of the truth. You need to have knowledge. Knowledge is power, and it is key to freedom. What you don't know may be killing you. I tell it to people sometimes. For people perish for lack of knowledge. So seek knowledge. And that is why we have Imperial College. Seek knowledge. Seek to know. In fact, there is something that people always say a lot, that if you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book, because they don't read. But that does not hold any water anymore, because we read now. In fact, we have a story. Awesome. And I also tell it to people, it's not only black people who don't read. Irrespective of your color, of your ethnicity, of your clan, I say to people, if you want to hide anything from a fool, put it in a book. It's actually the fools that don't read. Because when you read, you will know better. And then your life will be better. Awesome. Identify your values and work on the responses that do not align with your values. Before I make friends, I want to understand, what are your values? If your value does not align with my value, there is no point palling along, because it doesn't seem like we're going the same direction. Values are very important. It's a fundamental thing that defines how people do things in life. and how they respond and make friends. Values are very key to people's life. And that's why I always want to check out people's value before I pally along. So know your personality, decide what realizing your true potential looks like, visualize the person you want to be, accept and validate yourself. Don't wait for people to do it, because nobody will do it for you anyways. You've got to do it for yourself. Dr. Miles Monroe said again, and I quote, he said, "You were born for a purpose, equipped with potential and designed to fulfill destiny. When you find your purpose, you automatically find your potential. And when you find your purpose and potential, you become unstoppable. Nobody can stop you." And what is the validity for your potential? Other people's opinion do not change your potential. Get that clear. And there is more inside you than what you have done. Popola, there is more inside you than this. Never be cloud or delude yourself with other people's opinion. Let no recognition and recommendation limit you. There is more to you. There is a lot on your inside to be unraveled. Also, in discovering your purpose and potential, you realize your earning ability. The Law of Most Valuable Assets by Brian Tracy states that your most valuable asset is your earning ability. And it defines an asset as what yields a steady and predictable cash flow. And to increase your standard of living, you must increase your earning ability through a systematic and deliberate process of learning and practicing new skills and ability. And I also found this quote on Canadian Imperial College website, which Belinda has been talking about, according to B.N. Norton. It says, "The prerequisite for motivation and success in any endeavor is a big vision for your future. If you are stuck in the past, you are really in trouble." And the question that came to my mind is, how to get unstuck? And I went searching and I came across Newton's first law, which states that every project, every object remain at rest in uniform motion. It says it stays at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change. It states by the action of an external force. So I begin to ask myself, what is that external force that I need to get to unstuck myself? Imperial College has it. They are the external force that you need to move yourself in the right direction. They want to equip us with the knowledge, with the skills that is required to continue to grow and improve on our earning ability. Awesome. I see Canadian Imperial College as the external force that will move you to your world of possibilities through the provision of practical skills and knowledge that can cause a transformation in your thoughts. Because what you think is what you become. Once you can change your thought, you can change your life. Thank you.
Put your hands together. Hey. You didn't tell me you had become a pastor.